Here we are at the 2023 Princess Margaret Home Lottery Showhome, and I'm so excited to show it to you. Well, the house doesn't have a big foyer. You walk into a foyer that blends into this two-story dining room, so you really get use of all the space. I was thinking that the dining room isn't just a dining room. It really is the center of the house, so it is this beautiful light-filled space that wherever you go through this space or look into this space. And by having it less formal, and the stone and the window and the trees and everything like that, I think it invites you to use it more than if it was a traditional layout of a dining room. This is probably my favorite room. I want this room. I just love the huge window with the shears. I love the shears on the window too. It really softens the space. The porcelain floor in this random square cut really looks like stone. And we chose the porcelain because it goes right to the front doors. And then we paneled the ceiling because when you walk into rooms like this, you immediately look up, and I didn't want just a white ceiling. It helps with the acoustics, the wood and the drapes and things like that. And then just having the plants and this outdoor table and the vintage Swedish chairs. I almost call it like a courtyard in the middle of the house. And the nice thing is in Canada, when it's snowing and cold outside, the sun will just shine into this space and it'll be this wonderful space to be in. You'll feel like you're in Provence. This way is the family room, kitchen, mudroom, powder room. And the family room is semi-open to the kitchen. And the kitchen can be a mess, so I didn't want it to be seen from everywhere. So you first come into the family room, which has beautiful windows and doors out to the garden. So it's very bright. And then a low sort of freestanding pantry and fridge unit that provides a little bit of barrier from sight lines between the kitchen. So the kitchen is still open around it, but you don't see the mess if there's a mess in the kitchen. When we design a kitchen, we do the layout first, then the appliances. And with this one, we have the signature kitchen suite oven, which really was a focal point here. And then the rest of the appliances are all concealed. Also, we'd have to figure out where the breakfast room is going to be. We did this bay window with this seating area, so you're overlooking the garden and the pool. And when you're sitting here, you can actually see into the family room, watch TV. If people are in the family room, they can interact. We did the upper cabinets on either side of the oven in leaded glass. And that was because the house is sort of Tudor inspired on the outside. So we thought, well, we don't have leaded glass, which would be typically in a Tudor house. We'll do some modern leaded glass on the uppers. And I took the subway tile into the back of those cupboards. Had I done a black interior, you wouldn't even notice the leaded glass. So the white tile really pops the glass. The hood over the cooktop is reminiscent of the details on the outside with those brackets. And then on the wall that faces the front of the house, we have floating shelves because we have lots of storage. And then I put a window in there, which looks through the mudroom, through the window in the mudroom, so when you're in the kitchen, you can see the front garden and the back garden. The living room, we did the paneling almost 70–80% high, which you would see in these old houses. The room is in this soft green, Benjamin hint of mint. And typically people just put two sofas facing each other in front of the fireplace. So we did this curved sofa so it's easy to walk out to the loggia, and then two chairs opposite it, and then another seating area at the other end. So when you're at the other seating area, you're not looking at the back of a sofa, you're looking at these chairs which could turn around. But a pretty space. I love the color, it's so soft. Well, fireplaces are typically a focal point in most rooms. And I want to do this wallpaper. I love these wallpapers with the flowers and the birds. So I just did the chimney breast on this, so this becomes art in itself. And we were thinking of hanging a piece of art on it, but I thought, no, it's so beautiful the way it is. Let's just leave it unadorned. Adjacent to the living room, we have the library. Well, a couple of years ago, we were designing workspaces all over the house and doors to close off when you were doing Zoom calls. So this time I thought, let's just get rid of that. We do have a workspace upstairs, but let's make this an entertaining space. There's a lot of focal points in this room actually. So we have this Caesarstone porcelain island. So the drawers are covered in it, the whole island is covered in it. So you get that beauty of stone with the practicality of when you pull out your wine and drinks. And then I just did the angle corners so it's easy to run around the island because I'm a bit of a klutz. So if there were points, I'd have bruises all over me. So it's a little easier. And then we have the wine fridges, which are painted in the greens. The lights are on now, so it's so convenient. But the real feature is this long channeled banquette with the drink tables and the swivel chairs. The chairs are Gluckstein Home. And this is just such a great place to hang out. During the whole setup of this house, everybody would congregate in here. It was a magnet for the space. And then the grass cloth is in the same color, but we did one fabric. And I love doing rooms with one fabric. We did it for the drapes, the chair, and the banquette. And it really creates this cozy space. It looks great in the daytime, as you can see, but it's really beautiful and moody and sexy at night. I think everyone knows I love two-story spaces. I love this two-story space because there's no hallway upstairs that's a dark hallway. When you're going from one side of the house to the other, you have this light-filled space that you overlook. The overhang of the front porch is where we did a work area. There's a table in the center and then two workstations and a window seat. Really beautiful area to sit. I was doing some calls up there and you're looking at the bay window onto this beautiful court. And then on one side, you have 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And on the other side of the bridge is the primary suite. The bedroom is really a very cozy space. And that's not small by any means, but it's cozy. And we wallpapered it. Actually, we used our Gluckstein Elements peel and stick. We did the boucle bed, the light woods, it has a fireplace, and then the chimney breast has that slatted wall in a blonde wood, really as a focal point to the space. But it is a great space to be in. It isn't sort of this vast space. And that gave me more space for the dressing room, which is a wonderful space with a window. And because it's open and you walk by it to the bathroom, we put doors on everything. And the bathroom is like a mini spa. We used the green color again in the mosaics. So we did a white and almost jade floor. The water closet is frosted. The shower is a wall of Caesarstone with a floating bench. The tub is in front of the window and this long vanity with all this mirror. So when you look from the bedroom down the hall, the end is a focal point, is a makeup table. And we mirrored the back of that, and that's a combination of Caesarstone and lacquer. We have 3 other bedrooms up there. One bedroom has its own ensuite, which is this fun blue and white and really a pop. And the other 2 share a bathroom, which has, again, a private water closet, a shower, and the vanity with a window in between the 2 sinks. So there's a lot of natural light in that space. The lower level, when you come down the stairs, you will have a juice bar there. One of the features of the juice bar is the faucet. It's by American standard and it does regular water and you press the button, it's filtered water. So if you're making smoothies, you have filtered water there without having multiple taps. We always do a great TV room so that you can watch movies and have a bunch of friends over. So we have a sunken TV room, but instead of doing our traditional dark theater, which I love to do, we did it very bright and light. And then we have a billiard table. And our laundry room, we didn't close off. We did sliding glass doors because I treated the laundry room as an entertaining space. So we have an LG washer dryer in there that's hidden by doors. And you could use this almost as a second kitchen. So when you're entertaining, the island is great to put food and drinks down on and really utilize that all the time. We have a guest suite. We have a wonderful bedroom with a walk-in closet and access to the bathroom. And on the other side of the lower level is the gym and spa. We have a very large gym, and then we have a glass wall from the main landing into a spa, which has our massage table, steam room, vanity, really a great space. One of the things I love about the spa is the DXV tub. You get chromotherapy and that massage from the currents, and it has this waterfall. So when you're lying back in the tub, you've got a padded headrest and the water just keeps rolling over you, so it's unbelievable. The property is a pie shape, so it's narrow at the front and very big at the back. So the house is a very long house. Off the living room, we have a loggia, which is fabulous. I love to sit under covered spaces, especially when it's raining. I just love that. And we put a skylight in that so it doesn't block the light from the living room. Off that is a little artificial turf area where you can have games. And we have this beautiful long swimming pool, which is really a focal point of the garden. So there's a lot of places to sit and to entertain. For the art in the house, we work with art interiors. So almost all of the art in the house is Canadian. And these great Canadian artists have donated, and they continue to donate. So when you're looking at the house, take a look at the art, because there's some pretty special things in the house. Every time I walk through this house, I think, for $100, someone gets this house. It's really unbelievable. And when you meet the people, they walk around like, what about that? I'm like, that, you get that. What about, you get that? Like, it is done. You know, the beds are made, the towels are on the towel bars, the soap is in the soap dishes, the dishes are in the cupboard. Really, and you get $500,000 cash and an electric BMW. It's not a bad investment for $100. So buy your ticket, because someone wins, and it's all going to a great cause, the Princess Margaret Cancer Center, and for cancer research. So it is a project that's filled with love, because, you know, we remind everybody that's working on it in these crazy days, remember why we're doing this. Hopefully we're finding a cure for cancer.